Happy Boxing Day, my crafty creatures. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get good angles and whatnot on all the cameras, so I might actually take a hot second to move that one to a different angle. Um, Actually, I'm gonna do that while I know that I have like -5 viewers. But I do have to take my unicorn blanket off because it is too heavy to be leaning over all of my stuff. And I'll move my microphone over a little bit. Oh, my goodness. One second. See my nuts. Oh. The problem with starting an hour early is my brain is still not fully awake. But, oh my goodness, there. I like that better. There. I don't have to worry so much about husband creature accidentally getting put into frame because he doesn't like that. Okay. Oh, put my unicorn blanket back on because it's nice and toasty warm, and it's not so much toasty warm in my house at 9 a.m. Seeing as I only got up at 8:30. Oh my goodness. Okay. I hope everybody had a happy holiday thing. Last night was the start of Hanukkah, so they still got 7 more nights of peace, love, and celebration, and reverence as well. Very important to remember that Hanukkah was simply survival at the time, making the hoping that the lamp oil that they had would last longer than one night, stretched into 8. Okay, today we are working on color 986 because I'm still tired of blue. My brain wandered off. My mind wandered off. Okay. Still trying to work on all the like, cause truly, like I love it. Like I love this new setup. It puts the desk in a nice little corner with nice little supports and whatnot. Um, it opens up all of my craft supplies on the other side, and it gives. I'm still trying to clean it because it is in fact a hot mess. But the area behind me, once organized, will be a very nice work area. Last night at work was fantastic. Um, it was everybody was so worn out from being with family that it was no bells. Like it was amazing. Now tonight's probably going to be insanity, but At the same time, last night, 100% wanted again.
Down a path to my inner world, the complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling, a reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me
So
insane.
New Year's Eve, I will be doing the drawing for presents.
Find the refrain of the beauty and complexity of my inner terrain.
I also purchased.
You will never
I spent some money.
is my
No regrets. There's no buyer's remorse here at all. Um, I bought a meadow dragon pattern from Crafty Intentions. Amazing pattern maker. 100% suggest I have her book. I don't have her other book because that's really not my speed. She has a book of mythological creatures, and she also has a book of the best thing I can compare it to is the spirits in Princess Mononoke, the little bubble things, the little white, not my neighbor Totoro sprites, but Princess Mononoke with all the weird shapes and the big eyes and stuff like that. Um, and that's not my speed. Like, if you like that, amazing. 120,000% support. That's not my thing. I bought her Meadow Dragon pattern. And I also bought her add-on of butterfly wings. Actually, it's 4 butterflies with different wing variations, and I bought those too. So the pink fairy butterfly dragon is going to occur, and I'm hoping that I am good enough with that pattern for the plush version to be, I want to say, March's present. Sometimes the presents will be pick your own color. Sometimes the presents will be a specific item. So I'm trying to organize and pinpoint that down a little bit better. But this month's present is Baby Dragon for presents, the thousand point thingy madoo. I keep forgetting. I'm used to my face camera being over here. So now that it's right there, I keep looking in the wrong direction. This is what I get. I do this stuff to myself. And I'm used to all of my pattern stuff being on my left hand side, but now it's all on my right. And I would show them off, but are they accessible? No, they're not easily accessible right now. They're safe. They're definitely safe, but with rearranging everything, like, let's see, actually you can see them. Oh, I didn't turn on my light, but they're right over mirror imaging. They're in the background here. There's the big plush dragon, and then next to it, right there, is the little 1,000-point dragon. The big plush dragon is 75,000 points. For those of you who have stalked me while I've had presents turned off, and or $40. I do need to update my store as well, but literally yesterday was the mark of the 99.9% end of all of the responsibilities I placed upon myself last year. I got all the kids' Christmas gifts done, but I am working on a beading project for my mother-in-law, and I was going to do that today, but I don't bead like a normal person, so it would have been very hard to catch on camera. It's like interpretive dance. When I do beading, it is like interpretive dance. I'm pretty sure my Aunt Sarah, she is an amazing bead. She where I am in cross stitch, she is in beading. And I could probably hook her up and she could probably stream beading like nobody's business. That is not me though. I can do it. I'm not half bad at it. I'm just not fast. Um, so whew, I had cookies for breakfast. I did make sure that I had everything I needed, though. I just didn't remember where I put all of it. So today's mini goal is finishing up 986 on the page, which is completely possible, because it's just a little clump here, and that's as long as the stream's gonna go. If I get done the color sooner rather than later, then that's the day. It's Boxing Day. It's Christmas hangover day. Um, but I am glad that I was able to at least test run this setup with a cross stitch. Um, I somehow got. Oh no, that's the needle. I'm like, I somehow got dirt on my screen. That's not what happened at all. Once more people wake up and get here and start chatting, I want to show off what husband creature got me for my gift. It's pretty, and I want to show it off. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, Jules. It's all good. I'm still waking up too. I call it Christmas hangover, and I didn't really celebrate too much, but everybody has it. It doesn't matter if you celebrate or not, just because of the culture. Christmas hangover. And I made the mistake of wandering out onto the internet unattended, to see what was going on because I haven't watched the news in like 3 weeks. I should have stuck with not watching the news. Well, I mean, I hadn't realized what our dear leader had started yapping on the internet about. Now, in addition to Mexico hating us, Canada hating us, we've gotten Denmark and Panama to hate us now too. Oops. Well, that was a mistake. Oh well. And when I say hangover, uh so Tuesday, next Tuesday is when I'm drawing for presents. I don't know where my piece of paper went again. Like I had it safe. I put it in a safe spot. It was safe. Now it's gone. Nope, that's not what I want. Pixie has all kinds of opinions. He wants to make Denmark. He wants to make Greenland or he wants to take over everywhere. It seems. I think he's trying to egg everybody on, and I'm not a fan. I'm less than, ish, I'm less than 2 miles from the longest from the longest runway on the East Coast. I don't wanna. Yeah, that's hilarious because I was like, I put things in a safe spot, and one of the next thoughts was, and it wasn't even an ADHD safe spot. That's why I didn't delete any of the presence requests so I could go back and count them just in case this happened. But it's behind me on the table. I just don't want to turn around. Turn around. I should also mention my meds haven't fully kicked in yet. uh, I am hilarious right now. I feel them starting to grip and claw at my little goblin, but it still has a little bit of kick left in it. I'm gonna finish this line and I'm gonna show because I don't think I don't think you've seen a picture of it yet, Jules. So I'm working on a beaded ornament for my mother-in-law. Um, I'm talking the Delica bead size beaded ornaments, and I just got done the very first section. Now I have to make I think I have to make 8 of these little things that. No, I'm not even done. I still have a little bit of I have 3 more rows to do before it's considered done. Um, I was gonna work on it today instead of Captain Penis, but I I said earlier, I I'm not a conventional beater, so keeping it on screen would have been damn near impossible. Because that's the one thing that I actually know. No, that's why I'm not a conventional beater. Most beaters lay it flat and they extend their arm. I keep it close to me because when I extend my arms, I have mini earthquakes. Ugh. I'm also casually looking around for the piece of paper. That's what makes it worse. Is this just a piece of paper? Okay. So this is one part of a beaded ornament. It's gonna turn into a star, so that it's gonna be a hot second. But these are Delica beads. These are very, very small. So I use let's see if I can get it back far enough that it's seen. But I mean, I don't have a huge hand. I'm trying to find something that's good perspective, I guess would be the best way to. I don't even have a coin. Like I was even looking for like a coin or something. I don't. I don't have a coin. But all little beads. Um, I was gonna work on that, but I just put it away from dog tails behind me. Ugh. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I actually once I'm done that for me, one of my big presents, I think it's gonna be for. I think I'm gonna try for a big presents for the year. It's a set of 3 or 4 beaded dragons. Um, and over the course of the year for the big present, I would um, and it would give me a goal to actually get them done. But that's still in the thought process. But it's I think it would be phenomenal. And I'll have a little bit better idea of my beating skills after I'm done. Because again, I don't suck at it, but at the same time, I'm not Mr. Wizard with beating. I need a better mat because the one I'm currently using is so old that it's brittle. It's gone. The plastic is so cheap and old that it's hit brittle, and I need to just pick up another one, which it's on the list. But yes, yes, I know. But I mean, I'm pretty good in I'm not an expert. My aunt Sarah could whip my ass in beating, and I'm okay with that. I have the skills that if someone needs something, I have the skills to do it. Um, and they get better. Like I do practice, just not in front of people. But I very much okay. I like it, but it takes beading takes more time. Beading takes more time than cross stitch, I dare say. And frogging with beads, like last night. So last night I actually was done that section. I think I was on like the last line, and then I noticed I had a mistake. Now with beading, you can't have mistakes when you're doing an even count payout stitch, because it collapses the shape of the thing you're working on. So I had a mistake, and I had to frog all the way back to the beginning, and I cried. So last night after I got out of work, I finished up frogging, and then I got it back to the point as to where I was before I had to go to work, and that was I called it a day. Today, I think I'm just gonna keep trying to organize the space over there so I have more workable space. Trying to put my works in progress that I actually am actively working on getting out of my way, putting them in I have a drawer set that I was gifted, and that's where those are gonna go. And oh, I have so much, like I got a lot of stuff to organize my stuff. Like that's what I asked for gifts, and I got it, and I love it. But now I have to put it into practice so that I can utilize it properly. Like let's see, okay, yeah, see my recliner chair. Um, I actually have a comfy chair to sit in now. Yes, the plushies are gonna get like a hanging net that they can hang out of the way. Um, but I have a whole ton of plushies that I need to get into their net, and I think I'm just gonna order one off Amazon. I could crochet one just easy, but I don't have the time for that. I will just spend $5 and get one off Amazon. Though, though with the tariffs that we have proposed coming in, it might be easier. It might be cheaper these days to just make one myself. And yeah, I mean, I know how to make nets. I know how to repair nets. Oh yeah, so I can make a lot of things. Absolutely can. Do I want to? Fuck that noise. Um, I will gladly, I will gladly pay someone else to do some of the work. Now, if push comes to shove and I have to do something, that's when those skills come into play. But if I have the opportunity to pay someone else to do it, I'm gonna. I'm not opposed to hard work and to get what I want and to get the effect that I want, but sometimes it feels just as good to pay someone to do that work. Eh. Oh yeah, so my mini goal for today, which I may or may not hit, is to get the green that's left in on this page done. Because it's a clump down this corridor here and like little speckles down on this side. So And it's also, if I don't already have the materials, or it's not like, because a lot of arts and crafts overlap, like fiber arts, you will have a lot of overlapping, like if you do felt work, you'll have a lot of overlapping things with um, yarn and whatnot. I I do a lot of fiber art, and I also do painting. Not great painting, but I do it. It makes me happy. I did learn. So the Munchkins got their presents yesterday. I did not get them done on Christmas Eve like I had hoped, so I could actually see them get their gifts. But apparently, so I talked to their mom because before I went to work, I dropped off the Velociraptor. His hands and feet didn't come out to my liking, but I've also been told that I'm too much of a perfectionist. Um, so I had to I accepted that. But the the my brother-in-law's girlfriend was like, "Oh my god, they loved it!" Like the little girl who I made Angel from Lilo and Stitch 2, she couldn't believe that someone could actually make Angel. Um, then the 2-year-old who I made the Pooh Bear hat and Piglet went to sleep with his Piglet. That just touched my heart. I am a cranky old dragon, but seeing small children enjoy the gifts that I spent a lot of time working on just warms my icy little heart. And the Velociraptor, the boy was like, "Oh my god, this is this is like the coolest stuffed animal that I've ever gotten." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness." So that made me happy. Okay. My dogs are acting weird. So for does anybody else for the last 2 weeks of the year just totally get messed up? Because like with Christmas how it's placed, I get so lost on what day of the week it is. Um, my dogs, there's dancing going on out there. I worry. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna yeah. I'm mathing out loud in my head. Like I'm working on like this column is like it stretches over 30 squares and that's what I'm working on. But there's like a column of 10 that I'll just go back and do. It's just easier. Can you hear me better than Monday? Yeah, Monday. Mhm. 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 So I'll be on tomorrow from 10 to noon. With Captain Penis here. Uh, hopefully, hoping to hit 1% on him. We're at 0.82. I haven't hit my check mark yet for what I've been working on because I'll do that when I hit the next 10 line. But and then Monday and Tuesday I will be doing Divine Instinct. See if we can get to 2.5. Don't know, maybe. Um, and then January 3rd is the next date. I hope to dual stream with Dast. Oh yeah, so one of the cool things about this new setup is that I have my recliner in a place where I can actually sit in it. Is that I can do once I get everything cleaned up, I could probably do crochet streams in my chair because I do crochet by feel, which yes, I do use large aspects of my eyes to make sure that it kind of makes sense, but like I I do a lot of it by feel. So I don't need the bright light or the magnifying glass. I can just park my butt in my chair and crochet time with Raw. Okay, we're gonna be able to thread chicken this row. Maybe. Maybe. And what time is it? At 10:30. Okay. Um I think I just needed to restart OBS, and by the time I realized I needed to restart OBS, I was already streaming, so it was like fuck it. Oh, no worries. No worries. I'm glad I'm just not talking to myself. Someone is hearing me. Though it's never stopped me before. I talk to myself a lot. I at least the bedrooms. So I still am running off a fuse box. I do need to get a circuit box and just kind of sister everything over to a circuit breaker box. But um when I redid all of the second floor rooms, because I all of the room the first floor wasn't bad. The first floor has enough outlets to uh meet what we need. The kitchen needs a couple more, but we haven't really dived into the kitchen yet. Um, but the second floor just didn't. And so when I redid all of the bedrooms, um, I had outlets added. But my house is also um, from a time before indoor plumbing. And outlets are actually relatively easy to add. Um, as long as you just be mindful of the room and the care the carry that you have. Like my house, because I need to. There's some electrical things that I need to just bite the bullet and get done. I want to pay off my roof first before I get another loan for that kind of thing. But um, I need to have my outside connection redone. Because right now, if I have the if I have the kitchen lights on and I kick them and I turn the microwave on, the draw is a lot, so it dims the LED lights. Um, but it also when I had the furnace up and running, the house would dim when the furnace kicked on too. So outlets are easy. Just got to be mindful of what you're doing. I need to add I need to add another outlet back into the kitchen because I took some walls down years and years ago that were just fake why the fuck are they here walls. Um and I took them down, and with it came one of the outlets, and right now we have a not a surge protector but a multi outlet with a long plug-in going into the dining room, essentially, that plugs in the fridge and the freezer. It's not a huge thing, but it's kind of like, one of the things we want to change. That's two. Then we go over here. My dad's an electrical engineer. But one of the big things that we need to have replaced, we also need to have the power company at the house so that because it's it the thing that connects here are the main power lines, and it's this thing that goes down the house into the box. I need to get new line for that and put it in a conduit um protector, and I need to get that redone, and I need to get prices and stuff like that. But I'm waiting I'm waiting for my roof to be paid off, which I think I have another, like, I think I have 4 or 5 years, and then I will be out of all of my major debt except for my car and my house. No, except for the house. Because the car has 4 years left on it, I think. Yeah, I got a 6-year loan on my car. which was really weird, but it works. But I'm trying to mitigate my debt, and I mean, husband creature and I live well below our means. Neither of us are super deep in debt. I mean, I have an expensive disease, and that's probably the biggest reason that I live below, because I never know if something in me breaks. I need to have the ability to fix it, like, because I it's not like I can just be like, oh hey, I can put this off. Some of the things I can, but like with my diabetes, if something in that breaks or goes foobar beyond my control, but it would have to be extreme for that to happen, because I'm very good at maintaining and keeping my diabetes in check. Okay, one more line and I can hit a checkbox. I could hit the checkbox before, but I like to set little goals before I hit the check. So this'll be a little over 10 lines. Yeah, it's a little over 10 lines that I'll be checking off. Mm-hmm. Yes, Peg? I heard you being wild and crazy. Oh, I'm trying to do something with my hand. I'm trying to highlight my screen, and Pixie just keeps trying to get me to pet her. Okay, let's see. Ooh, 107 stitches is 0.2%, or 0.02%. Okay, so I got 30 lines down in this chunk here. So yeah, right here we got till right there. See if we can get it done today. If I can, awesome. If not, also awesome. I'll get it done. Not going anywhere. Nope, I'm still on that line. Okay. Okay. Derp derp derp. I got lost. Wait. Did I get lost? Nope, I did not. I just forgot to highlight something. Okay. Did I? Let's see. Eh. This is one of those areas where I messed up and I'm trying to. Okay, there's that. This next one. That's right there. Yeah, that's the gap of 3. So there's that. And there's that. I just didn't. Okay, I didn't go over far enough. Oh well, that's fine. I'll just catch it on. Okay, there's that one, and then skip 2. Okay, I got it right. I just got lost. I got lost in my own arts and crafts. There, we fixed it. Mm-hmm. Just a reminder, at 10:30, I am going to take a short break so I can go down, stuff my wood stove, and stretch my legs a little bit. Mostly because I haven't been awake for a whole long time, so everything is just really just starting to get ramped up. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, husband creature's awake now, so I don't have to go down and feed the wood stove. I still might run down and go grab a drink because I'm almost out of the drink that I have. I was talking to one of the residents last night. It's like I need to sit still. I need to be able to have a job where I can sit and rest. But at the same time, I also need a job where I can get up and move around because I can sit still, but I do need to move around. And I need to keep it balanced because if I don't move around enough, I hurt. And if I move around too much, I hurt. So it's there's no winning this game. Definitely need to work on camera angling so that you guys can totally see Hogwarts a little bit better. Because I am super proud of Hogwarts. But it's too high up to catch me in the frame, so you can only like catch parts of me. But I also need to clean that wall up a little better. Get my yarn all organized. Ugh. And from what I've learned, it's from the hypermobility and the way it affects your ligaments, um, because it, it's a hot mess of arthritis. Like it's a hot arthritis hybrid thing. Um, mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna. Well, my intestines, as long as I keep certain foods out from around them. As long as I live a gluten-free lifestyle, my intestines stay the fuck out of my life. In a bad way. They stay in my life in a good way, but they stay out in a bad way. They stay out of they behave themselves. Yeah, there we go. Doopy doo. Yeah, I think after stream today will be a focus on cleaning and organizing a little bit more. And then some deciding on if I'm going to last night I know everybody's going to be shocked. I know it's a shocking thing, but last night I didn't bring any arts or crafts to work. I I needed a break. I did not bring any yarn. I brought nothing. And sometimes most of the time I have at least like some yarn or something in my bag. But nope, nothing. Because I needed that unwind. So, also coming down the line, I need to look into it, but uh moving away from Restream, um because the OBS add-on I use what is it? SE Livestream or Streamlabs or something like that. Actually has multicasting now. So I'm going to look into that and maybe make my life a little easier. Okay, so 2, skip 1 and 3. Mhm. Mhm. This is a small area where there's some minor counting issues. So I'm trying to adapt appropriately. So far, nothing too crazy. It's mostly been just being one short. So I've been like, yeah, nope, this stitch isn't going in there. Mhm. Dun dun dun. Mhm. Yay! So far, save for the little snafu that I just ran into. It's been on count. And sometimes, like with cross stitch and with crochet, you don't realize that you're off count until you go to that next line and it doesn't line up like it should. I was reading up on how to improve my crocheting in the round for the dragons and whatnot, and I learned something called drift. That you didn't count wrong, but sometimes it just appears that you did. And I've experimented with it. Like I've been one short or one over, and I didn't like change. Like I just put the stitch marker up to where the first stitch in the row is, and it all works out. The count is just fine. But it just it blows my mind. At least with cross stitch, it's painfully honest with you. It goes, "Hey, you fucked up. Now pay for it." Cross stitch doesn't drift. Skip one and two again. It's mostly I'm mostly in a column of 10 at right now, but let's see. There's like little speckles over here, so that's what I've been yaying about is I'm getting the weird little areas. Okay, let's see. This next line is a big long line. I think it's a row of 9. Almost 10. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then it'll be a string switch. La 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 la. Mm-hmm. Doopy doo. Okay, one more row, and then I have another block of 10, another 10 lines all done. Let's see. Let's see how much I can. I like playing thread chicken when I don't need to. And I'm also trying to remember to, before I exit my current piece of thread, to have some half stitches down so I know where I am. Are you lucky now? Are you lucky? Still looking for that piece of paper. Oh. And the more I look, the more I go, God, I have a lot of work to do. Skip one out of another. uh, and I try to take baby steps. Like I legitimately, I go, okay, so I'm gonna clean this area, and I do, and I clean that area. And if I could just get it on like a train where I continue like the next day, like, oh hey, I cleaned this area yesterday. Let's clean that. If I could get that, I think I'd be done relatively quickly. But instead, there's like days, weeks, months in between starting something and actually getting somewhere with it. But funny enough, just having like yesterday with the Munchkins getting those gifts and then hearing that they absolutely adored them, it brought me a lot of peace. I worry that like people aren't going to like my things. Um, Probably because I judged them too harshly. Not the people, my things. I judge my creations way too harshly. Um, but I try to make them good, and it always makes me happy when I hear good things. I can't say that I didn't have that problem. Uh, I just and like after I've gone on a cleaning spree, like after I've gotten everything cleaned and organized, it looks amazing. Like I'm really good at it. But getting there, like getting all of the spoons and the time all at the same time is just what's killing me these days. I remember those days of needing to open everything all at once. Okay, that is another 10 lines done. Two. I have 20 lines, down to 20 lines. Oh, 20 lines here in this little section, and then I have like a little section up here that it will go pretty fast, but it's just funny that it's so scattered that I'm like, no, I'll categorize that to its own little column of 10 there. That is how you know you are an adult. You get excited about getting a vacuum cleaner or socks. Oh, you're good. So my best friend has a robot. Ha, at, at the time of the story was told to me, it was the newest model of the Roomba. So she has. I don't I don't understand like some houses are laid out, but maybe it's just because I'm archaic and I like the old house layout. Um, her Roomba had an app and it would show you where it's been as it's mapping out your house. And for whatever reason, her Roomba thought there was a door where there wasn't a door. Like there was a door like 2 feet to the left, but this Roomba kept telling her that she needed to open the door where there was no door, and it was just so funny. And then it would do things like go underneath um I think they're called buffets. Um Very large piece of furniture. It would go under there and die. Um and like her Roomba just yeah. She said her Roomba needed an IED or not an IED. I maybe it did need an IED. needed uh it needed a special behavior plan. Oh. Well, I mean, you could make a Roomba an IED. Oh. We'll just add that to the things of yeah, yeah. Oh. Things that should never leave the safeness of this stream. Roomba's the next IED. Probably they probably have been too, just accidentally. Like I mean, they kind of like to spark and set themselves on fire. uh, um, I had a thought, it ran off. Oh well. Oh yeah, so we I enjoy the idea of a robot vacuum cleaner. Totally enjoy it. Unfortunately, I think it would die on dog hair. Like I would have to vacuum before I set the vacuum out because it would choke on a hairball and die. I have to use a shop vac because average people vacuum cleaners just can't cut it with the amount of fur in my house. Our robot vacuum would have to have a vacuum to suck the dog fur out of it. Our vacuum has a vacuum pet. Shark is a good brand. I'll give it that. But I don't think Mechanical Shark holds a flame to Sheppy Sharks. Oh, so so I've been telling everybody this story because it's just so adorable. Um, Husband Creature and the dogs, because let's be fair, yes, the gift was given to Husband Creature, but it is also for the dogs. Um, Husband Creature got a bite arm for Christmas because both of our shepherds are fully fledged protection dogs. They're not military dogs, they're just personal protection dogs. Um, and so, mind you, for the past 2 years, we haven't really been using them for that. They're just great animals to have to hang out with and great alarm clocks. Pixie is very good at waking me up at 6:30 in the morning. Um, Sometimes earlier. She gets confused, but with the bite arm, we can do a little bit of like mental work with them and just keep their skills a little sharp. But she saw that arm and she got so excited. Like she started doing her the prancy paw front paw dance, like, and the tail was wagging, and then husband creature put the arm on and held it out to her, and she was just very like cautious. She's like, "Is this real?" And she's like, she bit it, and then she's like, "It is real," and she chomped on it for like a hot second, and then she got distracted, but it was so funny. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pixie is currently being my door guardian because that's what she's good at. Makes her happy. Mm-hmm. 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 I think think I've worked out of the area where I counted wrong somewhere. Not quite sure where, but I think I've worked my way out of that particular area. Skip 2 and 3. Three and then skip 2 and you do. There's that. See, that's kind of like the dog toys that say they're made for super chewers. Um, I would like to be part of that test group with the destroyers that are currently occupying the floor area of the house. Because I know Rune and Britta used to take those toys apart with surgical precision. My favorite story to tell about Rune was I gave him a squeaky toy one year. It was a squeaky little hedgehog, and he very delicately broke the seam that was holding, because like on my baby dragons where they have that chest start, the seam that started the hedgehog's chest part where it housed the squeaker, he very delicately ate through that seam, and like it looks like he took a seam ripper kind of thing, and he took that squeaker out. And Britta was not as gentle. Britta would just destroy it. But Cesar and Pixie here take very much after their nanny, and they destroy things. So when I see built for super chewers, I giggle, and sometimes I actually purchase them. But our best finds so far have been like the black rubber Kongs and the Tractor Supply brand of dog the tires and whatnot. They actually last quite a bit. So when I see something like bite proof, meant for pet hair, and I'm thinking you're probably thinking about Sparky the little Shih Tzu who loses his hair in one pile when he gets scared. That I'm a bad person. But like again, I use a shop vac, and the shop vac sometimes cries. And mind you, I don't vacuum near as much as I probably should. But at the same time, I try to do it at least once a week. So, yeah. I would like to be the product tester for the pet hair once. Oh, I've been deserted. I'm free! I'm free! My door is unguarded. Hello, Dust. So this Friday? Or not this Friday. Not tomorrow. Next Friday, January 3rd. We good? Thank you, Merry Christmas. Happy set. Bitchin' solstice. Merry bitchin' solstice. But the days are getting longer now. We've gone through the longest night, so the days are getting longer now. Yeah, she probably did. She probably went to go be like, "Hey, Mama, watch me destroy this." Oh, apparently she heard her brother was having a good time and had to stop that. Cause no one's allowed to have fun here, especially not Cesar. I moved this morning and I thought Pixie was next to me, on the floor trying to wake me up, and I hollered at her, and from the the Pixie and Cesar have very distinct ear shapes, and I wasn't looking at who was pestering me to wake me up, and then I tell Pixie to go away, and then I see ears from the bed, and apparently Cesar was pestering me, but he very he very rarely does. He actually he tries to knock me down the stairs. I think he's trying to murder me. He's gotten better about not trying to knock me down the stairs. Hi, Peg. Are you being a pain in the ass? Are you? Is that what you are? Being a pain in the butt? She says yes. Oop. Filling in the white space. I think today curiosity is going to get the better of me, and I'm going to open to see what kind of utility wagon that I got. My 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 big gift from my in-laws, and I love it, was a utility wagon, but it came in a box, so I don't know what it looks like. And utility wagons these days come with a lot of features. And the reason is I'm going to carabiner it to my other utility wagon, or my other utility wagon to this, depending on size and features and whatnot. And I'm going to make a choo-choo train, so when I go to craft fairs, I have fewer trips to make. Because most of them have metal frames that you can hook them together. Oh, did I? Okay. Well, that's where we're at. Mm-hmm. Doobie-doo.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe, a feeling from deep inside, a sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now,
One
united
left.
as one. This is our destiny. Release the energy.
Reaching the bottom of the leaf.
Stand together. Together as one. We stand here together, united as one.
Five.
One tribe.
Yay, I can count.
This is
I can count to 6 today.
stand together. Together as one. Look at us now.
Okay, I gotta remember that this one goes over further here. I gotta pay attention to that because I keep forgetting and then I have to keep backtracking. 4.
Together as one. Together as one.
Oh my goodness. Eh. And then all the way to the end and just actually starting to be able to see that this is a leaf. It's not as well defined as this. Oh, let's see. Oops, that was a slide. This leaf is much better defined, but in my still learning curve of my rearranging, I can't show it all off. I got the things aimed correctly. Like the camera looks at my face and not out my door. You can hear me, which is always interesting, and you can see most of what I'm working on. So I got all that set up. Now I just got to get the smaller things all worked out. Like I realized halfway through, I'm sitting in the dark. Like I didn't turn on my big overhead light because it's actually pretty late in this room for winter. Oh, that's fun. 2. 2. Two. Okay. Oh, damn it. That's okay. Meant I needed to go further over, and I spaced out on it. But luckily, this line goes over there too. So I'll just catch the stitch over there. Mm-hmm. See if I can thread chicken back to the end of this. Woo. And again, I have no reason. I have plenty of this color. I just like. I don't like ending a string in the middle of a row. Okay. Another 10 lines done. We've gotten 0.06% done today. We might actually hit 0.9% today. That'd be cool. Sounds like such a small amount. Yeah, 0.9%. Oh my goodness. Doo-be-doo. One of the things I had to do yesterday is because I had dropped Divine Instinct's box color, and that was rough. So I had to pick up and resort all the colors. Now, mind you, most of them are on bobbin, so it wasn't a huge deal. But still, just... It's like dropping a deck of cards. So, today's free entries are Jules, Jules, Dast, and Husband Creature. I'm trying to keep it in my brain because that piece of paper is somewhere. To be fair, it's probably just right out of sight, which is pain, but. And because I didn't go down, I stopped at the page line on Captain Penis here. I only have 8 more rows before I reach the bottom of the page, and then move on to the small column of 10 here. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it doesn't go out any further, which is handy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Time to stretch my legs a little bit. There we go. Keep on. This one goes further, so I gotta remember to go beyond there. Oh, I have done more. I was like, doesn't feel like I've done more than 200 stitches, but I have. Generally, that's my goal in stream is anything over 200 stitches makes me happy. Do I always hit that? Absolutely not. Sometimes I get super chatty. But I've been very fortunate that I've had some very peaceful days this week. This one. Mm. Mhm. You are fine, Pixie. You are fine. I don't know why we're crying. I know your people aren't in the same room. You're just gonna have to deal with that. Pig says it's time to pet the dog. So I don't have a window under here. The window that you were peeping out of is over there. She's like, you still have a window. There's a window on every wall of this thing. Okay. Okay, does it go further? It does. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. A feeling from deep inside. A sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now. United as one. This is our destiny.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Release the energy. Stand together.
One. Skip one and left. Skip one and
Together as one.
mm-hmm. This tail end actually gets pretty blocky with this color. One left. Skip one. What? Does it go beyond that block? It does not. Okay. I got no more beyond the block until the very last row. Okay. One last the big long line. Yeah, these let's see if I can. My arm, my arm went loose. Yeah, this is the bottom of the page, so we're getting there. At least with this section. I gotta go back up and work my way down again. So in the 10 minutes I was doing setup before stream, I actually was looking for the bolts to attach the frame, because with rearranging, of course, I had to take everything apart. So I was not prepared. Not for today, but tomorrow I'm prepared. Woohoo, Spoopy! That fish is amazing. This piece of string will close out this block. Now that I'm hearing all the birds outside, so um, I made it a point to go get some birdseed because I have 3 bird feeders, and life happened and they ran empty, and I ran out of birdseed, and well, I just kept forgetting to get some, so I bought some on Friday or Saturday, I forget which day, but I bought some, and I finally filled the feeders, and I can hear all the birds outside, and it makes me happy. Okay. Skip one and one. I'm just looking at the last couple lines of this color where I'm working and whatnot, and just making sure that I'm actually getting everywhere I plotted out for myself for this particular section. And again, it's not a big deal if I didn't. I can just go over and stitch it later, but it makes my brain hurt. One more. Skip 2 and 1 there. I was also looking to see if in this bottom line I actually hit the last corner as a stitch, and I do. On the last line I will be stitching out to, oh, maybe not this line, but in the last quadrant I will be hitting the last corner. So Spoopy on Tuesdays, when I will be drawing I will be drawing the name for the for the presents winner. New Year's Eve. So oh, Keep getting lost, lost in the entire the color as it is. It's like I'm trying to stay on a page. It's actually one of the smaller colors. It only has like 5,000 stitches. Well, 4,900 now. Is that 2 or 3? 2. Last line in this chunk. And I gotta go back up to the top. Well, not the top, but back up to where I kind of started today. We're determined, no, I will not be stretching over that far for 3 stitches. That's pretty much how that determination happened. Is I was looking at the last corner that I had of this color, and there was this big chunk that I'm finishing up right now, and then like a whole little line of, eh! Yes, we are. And I was like, eh. So we're finishing up the big wide part, and then I'll finish up the little narrow one. That's in one less. I think we will meet the goal of 1% by the end of the year on him, which is I'm pleased. I might have to work on him a little bit off stream, but I think I can attain the goal of 1% on him. Okay, there's that. So. Mm-hmm. La la. Okay, so we have just reached the bottom of the big chunk of color that I was hoping that we'd get to. And we did! Hooray! Okay. Jeez. Okay, we did get to 0.9%, but now I'm gonna travel back up once I readjust everything. And this piece of string, because I don't like having long reaches of I hear the chickadee, the cheeseburgers outside. The chickadees. Cheeseburger. Pocket ruined. Pocket ruined chickadees for me. Cheeseburger. But by far the most fun bird call we have here at the creature household is the cat bird that goes meh. uh, okay. So we're moving. We're moving up. Moving back up in the world, I think. Okay. It's a honky yellow that I'm looking for. Honky yellow. So that's where. Okay, so from like right here down is where we have. I think it's a few rows, but okay. Let me find where I need to be, and then I'll make sure you guys can see where I am. Okay. I was like, is this piece of string even worth it? Okay. Take two. Oh, there. There's that. Let me get that stitch pinned. Pin stitch. Okay, so we will be. It's just it's a small spattering of stitches down. I like it. Wow, what's the name of the if it's a kit or a pattern? What's the name? And I'm sure you've told me, but I get distracted. Just here. So oh yeah, I love pain. I love pain-free crafts. Uh, I will have to. I'll have to look at that. I think I probably have seen it, to be completely honest, because I window shop at cross stitch a lot. I do not need. I like to look at it and drool. Mm. I'm here. There's that there. In areas like this is where I need to definitely remember to put the half stitches, because once I fill it in, I don't have a marking spot for where I am. The holes, they aren't there anymore. This is where this is the area where I shouldn't play thread chicken, but I still do. But today I'm gonna, at least in this situation, since I'm so close to getting a section a section done. Um, I'm gonna behave and. I hear my I hear my door guardian coming back up the stairs. Oh no, no, nope. A toy was touched, so she's gone back downstairs. She has opinions. I can hear them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. With this, with call dance, it is almost 500,000 stitches. I get excited over any progress because the first page, like on Heaven and Earth, the first page is like, like it's a nice mile marker once you're done the first page. I like once the first page is done, I like watching it, the next page move over into the next, like how it feeds out and just fills in. But I got to get down the first pages before I can have any of that excitement. Yeah, yeah. This one is 444,000 stitches. Not completely, but damn near close to 500,000. I do have a few that are over 500,000 stitches though. I use Pattern Keeper, so that's how I get all my statistics. Anything that I rattle off is from an app called Pattern Keeper. It costs $10 and it is worth every penny, every blessed penny. Mm-hmm. We will have a color completion today. Because I'm looking at what I have left. I have this little corner left. And it's not even full block. Not even full block stitching. It's just like just an awkward corner of scattered. It is. I Pattern Keeper came out 2 weeks after I started Buffalo Woman in 2019. Um, and I saw it, and it's like, oh, you can use it for 2 weeks free. It didn't even take me 2 hours before I was like, take my money. Um, it's cross. The only thing that I wish for a feature is that it had some cloud space that when you um, downloaded it on a new device, anything that you actually have progress on would load and download with it. But that's snooty me wanting features. Hey, I'm all about getting stuff, getting them done. I have I have too many works in progress that I try not to. I started these guys, the Divine Instinct and Call Dance, and right now I haven't been working on them enough to have a feel for how long they're gonna take me. Buffalo Woman was a completely different part of my life when I started her, so who knows? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, the project hopping. At the same time, um, it's it. I mean, it's kind of good for you so you don't get tired or frustrated. Like I have these two. These are the two big projects. I won't start anything of this caliber until these one of these two is done. Divine Instinct will be done first. Um, but I do have little projects that I work on, and I have a cross stitch commission that I need to start that needs to start being my downtime at work project, to be completely honest. Um, so I can get it done. It's a small 10,000 stitch project. And then I'll have like small little kits that I. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Oh, yeah. I would cry. I also have for my thread and whatnot. I have it's called thread stash. Thread stash is what it is, and it helps me a lot. Um, and I upgraded to the pro version of that. That was like $10 too. But it helps me keep all of my thread in check, what I have, what I don't have. It's easy to add, subtract with these big projects where I try to pull in from what I already have before going out and buying more. It helps with that. So. Oh no! Oh, oh, I feel your pain. Confetti hell. It is. It really is. Like I love it, but and it is still in early access, so it's by no stretch of the imagination finished. But I like what um, Asa has done in tossing it out to the community and getting proper feedback. Backstitching is it's a rough one to add. Like when I make patterns, I use wind stitch, um, and I mean kudos to the pattern makers who have the patience to do the programming of backstitch. Now, mind you, I absolutely have, but there's generally lots of cursing involved. Okay, so there's that, and we want three. Mm-hmm. Okay, so on the line where I missed the spot, but now that we're here, I can fill it in. Okay. All right, we're almost done. We're closing in on. Let's see, we got. Yeesh. 4 rows left. Oh, color finish is coming in. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna have to start a new piece of string, I think. That's frustrating. I don't wanna, especially with a color finish on a page. I don't want to start a new piece. Oh. Oh, that's cool. You know, I'm not generally a big fan of backstitching. You can ask Husband Creature. I not a big fan. Um, but black work, I really like doing black work. I don't know why. Like, yeah. I'm trying to. Truly, I am trying to infect red chicken. I don't think I'm gonna win, but I'm trying real hard. Yeah, no, there's nope. Still gonna try though. Still gonna try. Actually, I think so. Like, cause I mean, I have. Let's see. I've been practicing some dye work and it's been coming out okay. I think I need to practice a little harder. Spend a little bit more time folding my fabric before I dye it. So so I have to change out my piece of thread. Oh, nope, it's staying down there till I'm done. I couldn't even finish the last stitch on the line. That's how close I was. I've seen some thread chicken champions, and I am not one of them. I I I, I have the fabric for most projects because I went to Goodwill and for I think $75, $75, I easily bought 56 tubes, and I mean it's just standard project size, the 15 by 12. 56 tubes of 14 count, 30 of 16, and a few scraps of a couple of tubes of linen and even weave. All of that. All of that. Char- if I'm at the end of a color, I will try very hard to thread chicken so I don't have to start another piece. But I mean, I still have another 4,000 plus stitches of this color. While it is frustrating to have to put it back into its box with a partial, it's it's fine. Okay, we are on the last line of this color for this page. And then I'm going to give some stats and then call it a day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. But I got 4 stitches left to do. So you're not done with me yet. Okay. Sounds like Pig is being dumb again. Hi, Pig. Oh, I didn't ask for a toy. Don't you send her up here with toys. Yeah. Pig. Oh. Oh, hi, pretty girl. Hello, pretty girl. Yes, you pretty girl. She's very pleased that she has her bone in my craft room where it's generally not allowed. Some days you should see it. Like I need to be able to post pictures because she'll pin me. There'll be Kongs and everything just out of my craft room. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the check mark. And we have finished color 986 on this first page. This is where we are at. Oh, that's where we're at. We started out today at 0.83%. We are now at 0.91%. So there's a very high chance we will in fact hit 1% before the end of the year. Actually, I'm going to guarantee it because I haven't hit any of the goals I set on this one yet, and the year one was 1%. So we're going to hit it on. I hit my 2% goal on Divine Instinct, so that's cool. But we work on it Monday and Tuesday too, so we might actually get the 0.5. But that was 403 stitches that were completed. And now we kind of can see where there's a grape leaf. This is a grape leaf, and that's a grape leaf, and that's where we're at. Woo! As always, thank you for the gift of your time. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season, or I hope everybody continues to have another fabulous 7 nights of Hanukkah. I'm not sure about the other ones, but I hope they're all fabulous and that you enjoy them, and extra peace and love. I always want everybody to have a peaceful kind of day. But on days where there's generally known for extra stress, I want everybody to have extra peace and love. So, thank you for the gift of your time. Take care of yourself without harming others. If I would look at the right camera, take care of or help others without harming yourself. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I'll be back here tomorrow at 10 to end with a new color. I haven't picked out the color yet. That's another reason I'm ending today, is because I'm being a fuss bucket about what color I want to do. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. And maybe I'll be used to my new stuff by then. Don't count on it, though.